franchise area of an imminent blackout from next month feeders from the national grid due to poor remittances. Consumers to be affected by the development are those in Kwara, Ogun, Oshu, Ibadan, Oyo, and parts of Kogi, Ekiti, and Niger states. A statement signed by the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of the company, Engineer Kingsley Achife, and made available to correspondents in Ilorin, said the move might result in power outages to customers within the IBEDC franchise areas. Meanwhile, the Central Bank of Nigeria says over 57 million citizens have enrolled for their bank verification numbers and sustained policies. It also stated that this represents a 5% increase compared to the 54.6% freedom of information and press and freedom on Tuesday during the inauguration of the coalition known as Joint Task in Abuja. The members of the coalition are drawn from the APC, the People's Democratic Party, the Labour Party, the New Nigeria People's Party, the All Progressives Grand Alliance, the Social Democratic Party, the African Democratic Congress, and the Young Progressives Party. However, not all the members of these parties are part of the coalition. Speaking at the inauguration of the coalition, the co-chairman Bello Kumo, APC Gombe, said the lawmakers within the coalition have no candidate yet, but they are waiting for the zoning of the ruling party. The ruling APC has 177 members elect, while the PDP has 116 members. Labour Party and NNPP have 36 and 19 members elected respectively. Others are APGA with 5, ADC with 2, SDP 2, and YPP 1. Meanwhile, President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu has arrived Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, ahead of the inauguration of some projects in the oil-rich state. Tinubu, who was invited at the instance of Governor Nyesom Wike, was received by the governor and his entourage on Wednesday morning at the Port Harcourt International Airport. The jets that conveyed the president pleased to arrest and prosecute him for declaring Senator Aishatu Ahmed Binani of the All Progressives Congress the winner of the Adamawa State governorship election while the results were still being collated. Yunusa Ari's arrest came shortly after he declared that he had no regrets about declaring the APC governorship candidate winner in controversial circumstances. The police, in a statement by the Force Public Relations Officer, CSP Muyiwa Adejobi, confirmed the arrest of the suspended REC, who was declared wanted over the Adamawa governorship poll controversy. Adejobi said, and I read, the Nigeria Police Force hereby confirms the arrest of Barrister Hudu Yunusa Ari, the Adamawa State Resident Electoral Commissioner, who was alleged to have announced the candidate of the All Progressives Congress winner of the gubernatorial elections during the recently concluded supplementary elections. He was, however, arrested by the Police Election Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation Team in Abuja yesterday. He is currently in police custody and is being grilled to ascertain the motives and motivations behind his alleged improper actions during the supplementary elections in Adamawa State. In addition, other officials and individuals culpable in the saga are being interrogated by the team. All right, now, in order for us to actually talk about this controversial resident electoral commissioner who brazenly announced Aishatu Binani, the APC governorship candidate of Adamawa State, the winner, I have on the telephone Mr. Elvis Elimihele, who is a journalist. He has become actually very popular since, he made the false declaration on that particular day. That is the March, the supplementary elections, I think on April 15th or about. Oh yes, I think that was the time we had that supplementary.
18th.
No, that was the governorship elections was March 18th. Supplementary elections, yes, was April 15th. Now here is a scenario. Right from wherever it was, he was hiding supposedly, because I don't want to believe that security officials did not know where this man went. On that particular day, he made a declaration on announcing that Binani was the winner without going through due process. He actually took a chopper. He took a chartered flight out and he went along with a couple of people. So you can't tell me that nobody knew where he went or what his destination was. Now, it took 2 weeks before he came on, before he was apprehended. Now, we don't even know if he possibly tendered himself or he was arrested. But from wherever it was he was hiding, he was making comments. The first one was where he said that he was insisting that he did not do anything wrong and that he does not regret declaring Binani the winner. He also stated that he did not go outside the law, that he did what was within law.
A piece of paper, as when you were the one that scheduled the commencement of the result collation of result for 11 a.m. But by 9 a.m. you were already in that INEC center to come and declare somebody. So what could have been the influence that propelled you that the schedule you gave yourself, you violated it and came and declared somebody a winner? So we still need to see whether this man can still speak more to tell us those powers that pressurizing to come out to come and give
results on the RF portal and announcing what is the brazenness, what is that support this man is getting. He has not displayed any form of remorse. He has not shown any form of I regret my action. Do you think the president should have expedited the action to have him arrested immediately and expedite whatever court process is needed to make sure that punitive measures are handed down on him?
Yeah, I saw that the president, the body language of the president was like he was not going to interfere in the INEC, anything that has to do with INEC. But not, if you say you are not interfering with anything that has to do with INEC, that is the process of election. But when there are infractions, when there are crimes committed against INEC, I expected the president to act fast and say, no, this one must be curbed. But the process of, conducting elections, no, all this one we had to buy time for this man to make consultations, no. All this one we had to buy time for this man to make consultation to, to who is who in Nigeria. And like, that's why it is because of those consultations he has made now that is giving him that infantry now to tell Nigeria that he's not regretting the action he has taken, because he would have been giving some kind of promise. I am not trying to, foment or blackmail anybody here or say, but I know too well that for somebody to come out after all that infraction that the whole world saw and is telling you that he has not committed.
Do according to the law, you won't regret it. This is what he's saying. So according to him, he did nothing wrong, and what he did was according to the law, and that he's not going to regret it. He also said he wrote a letter to INEC, which they said they wouldn't accept, but that I am sure they have accepted, and the invitation sent by the police is mandatory for me to honor it. I never went into hiding. I will honor the invitation of the police. From his response, it's obvious that Yunusa Hari he tendered himself to the police. It's not like he was arrested. The police wrote to him and he tendered himself to the police. He's insisting that all that he did was within the ambit of the law, not against the law, and that he did not collect any money for what he did. So was Yunusa Ari's attitude, or what he did that day, a distraction, a deliberate distraction by a certain political party or whatever it is to suit the All Progressives Congress governorship candidates? Was it a distraction to set tongues working and put people's eye away from something else? Because